Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Jeff. Today we are reacting to another song for the video game Valorant and their Champions event. So we just did XG Undefeated, which was for that game. This one is Kiss of Life. If I understand correctly though, I think it's only 2 members of Kiss of Life. I'm not sure which ones. But let's see, it says Superpower featuring Kiss of Life and Mark Tuan. So let's go check it out. It does actually have a music video similar to how Gods from New Jeans for League of Legends did. So it's in that video game animated style. The only reason I know that is because the opening screen, as you can see here, is already giving us a game like rating logo here. But yeah, let's get started. I have to pull up lyrics. There's Kiss of Life. Nice. By the way, this says those subs are in English. Got a nice beat to it. Like the vocals. I know some of these characters, but I haven't played since the game basically came out. So they've introduced a lot more. Oh, that's a cool shot. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so this is going on right now, and it's in Seoul. Interesting. Okay, so song-wise, apparently pain is their superpower. They said it enough times. Someone tells you who they are, you gotta believe them, right? I'm gonna pull up lyrics and hopefully there will be some English lyrics, because this, as I showed you in the middle of the video, it says English, but there was a lot of Korean in there, which was not translated. So I feel like what little there would be to add substance to the song, as far as any sort of message, was lost on me because I didn't have an any sort of translation. I did enjoy it for Kiss of Life, but I will be honest that if you didn't tell me this was Kiss of Life, I wouldn't have known the difference. There are a lot of girl groups or even girl group members that could have pulled this sound off, and it would have, I'm not saying it would have sounded the same, but it would have sounded pretty similar. So even though it's a great song and it's a fun song for the game championship, it's no, and it's even a song that I would like to put on my playlist just to have fun and listen to, but it's nothing special in terms of a song from Kiss of Life. Like, it's very generic. Nothing is going to make you think, oh, that's right, Kiss of Life did that song. So yeah. Also, it's funny because I could picture Espa doing this song, and the only reason I mention that is because right here I see Supernova. But anyway, let me see if I can find lyrics for this song. Okay, not that site. Also, apparently Mark is from Got7, the K-Rock band. Wait, they are K-Rock, right? I've heard of them, but I don't know enough about them, so I apologize if I already misinformed you. Okay, here we go. I'm sure these lyrics are completely 100% accurate. All right, so let's play it again. I'm not going to break down the video, other than there's one character that I'll point out, only because, yeah, well, I'll tell you why when we get to him. But yeah, in general, there's nothing special about the video. It's just cool seeing different scenes from the characters from the game. So especially if you do play the game, you'll really enjoy the video. If you don't play the game, you could just listen to this song and never see the video, and it wouldn't make any difference to you. So the first two lines, tick tick boom, I kicked down the door. Is this deja vu? Have I been here before? So I like that we're going with a rhyme scheme, and we're actually gonna see that in the next. It's like a B B C C rhyme scheme here. So I'll just tell you what the lyrics are coming up. The vessel for my success is way too small. I can't lose. Those scores don't mean shit at all. List my top 10. Soon it's my diet. My closet's filled with skeletons, all dead stock quiet. So we got diet, quiet, small, all, door, before. So, all right, I like the rhyme scheme here. Oh, that was close. Y'all couldn't see that, but I almost just spilled like half a bottle of water all over the keyboard. I knocked it over, but I caught it just in time. Okay. So tick tick boom, we're obviously igniting the event, but we're also kicking off the song. Kick down the doors, this deja vu, that feeling of like, have I been here before? That like I've done this, I've been here. But when he says, have I been here before, I feel like it means like for the players, like I recognize this. Either maybe they've been at the championship before, or maybe it's something where like they need to treat each game like it's a regular game. Like they've been here before. You don't need to, feel the pressure, so to speak. The vessel for my success is way too small. In other words, my success can't be contained to, a single medal or a trophy. Like I'm too great for that. I can't lose. Those scores don't mean shit at all. So that's pretty self-explanatory. list my top 10, soon it's my diet. So the way I think of this line is, for example, a lot of time we see this in rap, especially where people ask rappers to rank your top 10 of all time. And sometimes they'll put themselves in there, but other times, you know, they've got a top 10 like Biggie, Nas, Eminem, whatever, whoever it is. But this line is saying, list my top 10, then I'm going to eat them up. It's my diet. Like, I'm going to pass them up. My closet's filled with skeletons, all dead stock, quiet. So, people I've killed, secrets I hold, whatever. Always got a red dot, better not try me. I'm spreading like wildfire, just call me red hot. All right, so we obviously are talking about the fire being red hot, and obviously having a lot of momentum, like he's on fire type of thing. Okay, that's the first verse. So this pre-chorus here. So broken and bruised, what's left to lose? Again, we're getting this consistent rhyme scheme over and over throughout the song. But basically just talking about, like, I've gone through all the trials and tribulations here. I've put in the work. You know, I've honestly, there's nothing for me to lose. It's just success from here. And then here on the edge of forever, kind of like being on the edge of glory, or, you know, so close to success that you can almost taste it, kind of thing. Then we get the chorus. I like this. If I never leap, I'll never fly. So in other words, if you never take the chance, you'll never know. Bleed or sacrifice. So that line in and of itself feels self-explanatory, but it seems like it's it kind of seems like it's a choice. Like you can either bleed or you can sacrifice. So in other words, you're going to take the shots either way. Hardships are coming. You're going to face struggles, and you can either sit there and bleed, you can cry about it, whatever, or you can make the sacrifice. You can acknowledge that, you know, it's going to happen. You can take it in stride and use that to your greater good. Fight until the final hour. Okay. Pain is my superpower. Keep my head up high, run through rain or shine. So again, we're talking about the hardships, trials, tribulations, you know, the rain, shine, sleet, snow, whatever. Like it's all good. We're going to keep persevering. And then we've got the can't have sweet without the sour, talking about the duality part of this. They mentioned rain or shine, so that's already duality, but they're talking about good and bad times. They're going to keep going. But then they're likening that to this sweet and sour flavor. You can't have sweet without the sour. Can't have light without dark, so on and so forth. There's not much more to break down here, I don't think. But there is another Korean verse. Okay, so I like how some of those words were bent, and also how some of the bars there. So this verse, if you got something to say, just say it now. Tough guys get tongue-tied and run somehow. So we're still keeping the AABBCC rhyme scheme. So the next one's going to be gunfights getting boring. I brought a blade. They forgot to shave. Line them up. Let them fade. I see the end, your band-aids, endless rampage. This is who I am. I can never change. that was a pretty weak rhyme, rampage with change, but they tried. I don't have a plan B, only plan A. Turn the pain of a champion into champagne. Okay, so they bent the word champion to rhyme it with champagne almost. Uh, but okay, so back to the tough guys get tongue tied and run somehow. Uh, Obviously, you can talk a big game, but when you see all the other great players in this case in action, like maybe your tough talk doesn't rings a little hollow. Gunfights getting boring. I brought a blade. Uh, it's just a play on words for warfare. But this was the line that I actually liked. They forgot to shave, line them up, let them fade. So they're using like barbershop terms to line them up, like you would line up the beard, or line up the hairline, and then let them fade. Fading being a hairstyle. But of course, we're also talking about the game. So if you're lining them up and we're taking shots, and then they're gonna fade, as in off the world stage, or in the context of the game, they're gonna fade as in they're gonna die. So lot to pack into that little bar there. I like it. I see the end. Your band-aids, endless rampage. So like I see the scars and all the the work you've put in and the endless work, but this is who I am. I can never change. I'm still gonna win. I don't have plan B, only plan A, so like this is all I'm going for. Turn the pain of a champion into champagne. So to be a champion, you got to put in the practice. You got to put in the work, right? Doesn't matter what it is. We're watching the Olympics right now. Just ask any of those athletes the time of dedication and blood, sweat, tears, all of that they put into their craft, into champagne. You're celebrating. Okay, so this bridge here, this world never saw me coming. I kicked down every door they locked. So, you know, they didn't see you coming because they tried to keep you out. Regardless of what that means to you internally, that's what he's saying here. It feels like everything was stacked against him. But then he's like, no rules, no rules, only gods can judge me. So, we, especially in religious texts, we talk about like, you shouldn't judge other people because only God can be the judge of you, right? Well, in the context of the game, remember, like we just had gods from League of Legends, the New Jeans song, and they're comparing themselves as the players and their characters to being gods on the stage here. So it's also it has a double meaning. The no rules, no rules. In other words, they're willing to do whatever it takes. Doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter what you think of them. It doesn't matter if they had to break the rules, because at the end of the day, they got where they are by trying hard and working for it, and it didn't matter what stopped them. They kicked the doors down. Only gods can judge them. So we get to that meaning of not their peers, but a higher power can judge them, or within the context of the game, only their peers who are on their level or above them can judge whether they're good enough or not. So I do like that too. And I'm sure it has nothing to do with it because I doubt that they would deliberately reference a song for another game, especially one that's from a different company. But maybe. Uh, I just think it could be a cool reference to gods from the League of Legends championship. That's pretty much it. We're just gonna repeat the chorus and see some random scenes here. This guy, his name is Brimstone, and the only reason I cared to mention him is because I also do voice acting. And one of my favorite voice actors ever, Steve Blum, or Bloom, is the voice actor for him. So, yeah, pretty cool. But there you go. That was Superpower from at least 2 members, maybe all of them, but I'm pretty sure it was just 2 members of Kiss of Life and Mark Tuan. So, that was the reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, fun song, cool song for the championship. I feel like I'm trying to decide if I feel like this is worthy of being a championship song. I think it is if you play it really loud. Like, it's supposed to be an anthem, but there's nothing really super special. It feels pretty generic. Unless you know Korean, because the verses did have some meaning. But the chorus itself, which is supposed to be the anthemic part, because it's supposed to get stuck in your head, and it's supposed to be the symbolism of what you've worked for, encapsulated in song. That part, like I said, is pretty generic. It's fun. I like it. But I think it only works as a championship song for this type of event if you are blaring it over the speakers. Or if it's being performed live. If you're just listening to it like we are right now, even in headphones, not so much. And again, even though I love their voices, I wouldn't have known this was Kiss of Life if I didn't see it right there on the title. But yeah, there you go. So there's the good and the bad on the review. But shout out to the Patreons. They'll be right up here. I appreciate you guys and all your support. If you're interested, we of course do have a Patreon. There's free stuff over there. There's also sponsored content, which you have access to at the subscription tiers. That will include content that I can't put here on YouTube, as well as guaranteed request every month and voting on the stuff that we put on Patreon next. There actually is a poll up right now for the paid tiers of what they want to see. So if you are one of those members and you haven't voted yet, feel free to check that out also. There is a description below where you can find instructions on how to make requests, as well as a link to the request queue. And if you want to get a request to the top of the queue, but you're not interested in subscribing to Patreon, then you can sponsor a request through the PayPal link down there as well. Thanks for checking this one out, everybody. I'll catch you for the next one. Take care, guys.